morning. Can you hear the lawnmower outside? Yeah, we're gonna have a lawnmower with us today for our first video of playing. Of course, our birds are joining us again. I don't think we're ever gonna be able to get these birds out of here unless I close the garage door, and then there goes my light. You won't be able to see me, so bummer. Hopefully, you've all seen the tuning video. If you have not seen that tuning video, just push stop right now. Pause. Just stop the video and go watch that tuning video. Get your instrument nice and tuned, and then come back here. Cool? Go tune. Watch it right now. Hit pause. I know you didn't hit pause, Diego. Hit pause, go back, and watch that tuning video. Alright. Ready? Awesome. Ready. Let's play. Your A should sound like this. Let's just play an A. Long bow stroke, hold it out, something like this. Did it sound the same? Did you play an A? Was this an A? Was that an A? Let's try it again. This time let's play 4 quarter notes of an A. We're going to play bum, 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 bum. 1, 2, on an A. Still got your A in tune. Cool. Check out your D string. Let's do the same thing with a D. Hold out a D. And 4 quarter notes. So 1, 2, ready, go. In tune? Yeah. Higher, lower. If you're not in tune, hit pause. Go check out that tuning video. You're in tune? Cool. G string. Hold it out. Here we go. Four quarter notes. So 1, 2, ready, go. If you are a cello or viola and you've got a C string, let's hear that C string. Hold it out. And 4 quarter notes. So 1, 2, ready, go. And we gotta go back to this side of the keyboard for you violin players with an E string. Hold out that E string. 4 quarter notes on an E. 1, 2, ready, go. And if you think all 4 of your strings are in tune, we're going to give some open string blues a try. Just like normal, we're going to start with 8 quarter notes on each string before moving on to the next. On the repeat, I'm going to shout out a rhythm. It'll probably be pepperoni pizza because it's day 1. Let's make it easy. Pepperoni pizza is like our first rhythm we did. Just as a reminder, it is pepperoni pizza. But remember, that's on the repeat. The second time we're playing pepperoni pizza. The first time, we're just doing 8 quarter notes for each note. Think which string you start on. Think what your second string is. 3rd string. And 4th string. Repeat it in your head. And let's give it a shot. 1, 2, and up. And here we go. And pepperoni pizza. stay with us? Were your strings in tune? How about this, the contact point? Remember we talked about the contact point on your string instrument. There goes our lawnmower. He's leaving now. I'm going to say, bye lawnmower guy. I don't know if you get over here. I'll let him get out of here before we start. The contact point. It's the little spot that bow is supposed to touch the string, right? If you've got the end of your fingerboard and the bridge, that contact point's right in the middle. We're going to play open string blues one more time. Let's make sure that we're playing right on that contact point in the middle lane with a nice perpendicular bow. Don't let that bow get out of control. Zigzagging bow, so straight up and down. Here we go. 1, 2, and here we go. Next string. And a pepperoni pizza. How was your contact point that time? Did you sound better? Did you sound louder? Could you hear those notes echoing through your room? If you didn't, try playing it in the bathroom and it'll definitely sound echoey. But if you want to not play in the bathroom, because that's strange, really focus on that contact point, bow speed, how fast your bow is going. We gotta make sure we're going quick enough to use a good chunk of that bow. And the bow weight too, right? How much weight we're putting with our bow hand on those strings. We're gonna do it one more time. We're gonna repeat it 3 times. First time, you're still playing 8 notes at a time. Second time, you're still playing pepperoni pizza. Third time, make up your own rhythm. It could be, oh look, a taco. It could be peanut butter jelly sandwich. It's up to you. I'm just gonna keep a beat. You're playing it. 3 times, here we go. Quarter notes come first. 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Hopefully that third time through is your best one yet, and you focused all 3 times on those 3 points of contact point, bow speed, and bow weight. Now, if you're a parent and you're sitting next to your kid and you're like, what is he talking about? What are these 3 things? What do they do? What do they mean for the sound? Why do we do this? Well, bow is that long, right? You guys have paid for that entire bow. But a lot of times what we like to see, or we don't like to see, but we see it anyway, is your kids are only using about that much bow. And if it sounds like that crunchy, scratchy, bleh, it's because they're not using the whole bow. They're not using a big chunk of the bow. We don't necessarily want to use the entire thing, but we've got to have this balance of bow speed, bow weight, and contact point. And then our rhythm kind of determines how much of that bow we're using. Right now, what we've been playing, you should be using probably 60 to 75% of that bow. So if you're hearing a crunchy sound, those short bows are a result of not using the proper speed, weight, and contact point, and it's getting that crunchy, nasty sound. Cool? Let's play some scales. We're going to start easy. First scale we've done, our D major scale, open D string. It's in our regular position of first fingers, second finger, third finger in the regular spot. If you're a cello, you know that we don't use the second finger, and it's first, third, fourth. Both on the D string and the A string, it's the same pattern. We're going to start on that open D, go up to third finger D on the A string, back down to our open D. And since it's day one of playing, since we're back with this whole practice at home thing, let's keep it easy. Quarter notes, maybe 4 quarter notes per scale degree. Here we go, starting on that D. This is the D major scale. This is your tempo. A 1, 2, and a 1, 2. Here we go. And a E, up to F sharp, G. Here's your open A, E, C sharp to D, back down, C sharp, B, A, G, first finger, back to open. I'm always gonna end this scale stuff here with an extra just holding out that bottom note. If you want to stop playing after 4 quarter notes, that's fine. If you want to play that bottom note with me, that's fine. If you play the bottom note and then I forget to play the bottom note, that's fine. Nobody's gonna know. It's cool, but it's probably gonna be same thing, but let's get the bow moving a little faster. We're gonna go to our pepperoni pizza rhythm on each of those, and every note is gonna get 2 pepperoni pizzas. Pepperoni pizza, pepperoni pizza, pepperoni pizza, pepperoni pizza. Yeah, cool, makes sense. Here we go, same thing, we're going up, back down, still the D major scale on that D string. On 1, 2, and here we go. Here's the F sharp. Up to an open A. Here's C sharp. Top notes. And back down to C sharp. B. Open A. Third finger G. Fourth if you're a cello. F sharp. E. And we end on D. And hold out that last note. Holding out that last note is just a good way to make sure that you stayed in tune as you went up and came back down. Now, that last note was an open D, so it was gonna be in tune. But if we were playing, say, a G scale that starts on that third finger G, when you go up and back down, the main goal is we need to keep that third finger G right in the same spot where we started. Because if as your fingers go up the fingerboard and you start creeping higher and higher, then by the time you come back down, you're still going to be higher than where you're supposed to be. So, if you're a 5th grader, we haven't really done a lot of this third finger scale stuff. So, 5th grade, go ahead and sit out for now. 6th grade, if you're a 6th grader out there, we're going to play our G scale. And this is the scale that's not starting on the G string, but instead we're going to start, no, take that back. It's not the G scale. We're going to go to the C scale. This is just lower, one note lower than that open D scale we just played. So we can't start on the D string. We got to start with third finger on the G string. And now remember, with this, when we're starting third finger on a scale, and you're coming up, once you get to the top 2 strings, your fingers are going to have to switch back to our regular 1, 2, and 3. I said that wrong again. You start in a regular 1, 2, 3 position. As you go up to those top 2 strings, remember what happens to your second finger. It's going to shift up to a low 2 right next to that first finger. If you're in 5th grade, you can try playing along. The deal is we're starting on the G string, third finger, that's going to play the C that's just below that open D. So the second note of your scale is going to be that open D string. But is the next one going to be an F sharp? Yeah, it would. It would be a regular F sharp in the high 2 position. G string. Third finger down makes the C, right? C, D, E, F sharp is still 2, G is still 3, still go to the open A, still a first finger B, but we can't keep a high second for the second to last note. We don't want to play a C sharp. We want to back that second finger down so that we're playing a C natural because it's a C scale. You don't want to end a C scale on a C sharp. That's, it's going to sound rough. So here we go. If that made sense, let's give it a try. Starting on the G string, third finger to make a C. Keep it easy, 4 quarter notes on each note. I will call out the finger numbers if you are a violin or viola player. Then we'll play it again a second time, and I'll call out the finger numbers if you're a cello player, because remember, yours are different. Here's a C major scale, third finger on the G string, 1, 2, and here we go. It's a C, open D, first finger E, second finger, oh no. I can't believe I did that. So many years of teaching music and going to music school, I thought there was an F sharp in the C major scale. We can't be playing F sharps in the C major scale. That's where that second finger comes in, right? Move it down. Instead of being high 3 right here next to our third finger, scooch it on down to your first finger right next to there for a low 2. And we're going to play F naturals, and on the next string up, that low 2 is for the C naturals. So since we're in C, there's no sharps or flats. We got to keep those fingers down. Sound good? I won't mess up this time. You try not to mess up in. I'll see you at the other end. Here's our C third finger starting on the G string. 1, 2, and here we go. C, open D, first finger E, low 2, third say the cello fingers this time. Hopefully. I'll probably make a mistake. I'm sorry to my cellist out there. 1, 2, and here we go. Third. I messed up already. You start on fourth finger because your cello's fourth finger, and I was trying to say third. All right, here we go. I already made my one mistake. I can't make another one. You can still make a mistake because you haven't made a mistake yet, cellos. 1, 2, and here we go. 4, open D. First, second, 4, open A. 1 and 2. I'm not going to say anything this time. We're going to play it up. We're going to play it back down. Let's see how you do. Everybody's together. 1, 2, and C, scale, ready, play. Here's your top C natural, back down. The whole point of that one, remember, was your third finger on the way back down. Did it end in the exact same place it started? We got time. Let's do it. Just one more time. Third finger, fourth if you're a cello on the G string, C major scale. I'm going to keep playing 4 quarter notes. If you want to mix it up and play a different rhythm, go for it. I can't hear you anyway. 1, 2, and C major, here we go. Ready to hold out that last note, and here it is. If you weren't able to do that, go ahead and hit rewind as many times as you need. You can go over this over and over and over again if you want. More ways to practice this stuff, of course, is from your book if you've got your book with you. If you don't have your book with you, remember to check out the Essential Elements Interactive, that online webpage. Check back at the last video. Underneath or above that video or something is the sign-on information in case you don't have a book with you. If you do have your book, remember that student activation code is right there on the first page inside the cover. Go ahead, log on to that website there. Up in the upper right-hand corner, left-hand corner, in one of the corners, there is a little box. There's 2 icons, 2 little boxes. One of them says Music Studio. If you click into the Music Studio, it will take you into where you can see all the stuff that's in your book. So you can play Ode to Joy from the book. You can look at like songs like Crippled Creek that's in there. You can look at whatever song number 76 or 132. They're all on that website. And it shows you. Just make sure you select the right instrument. Make sure if you play violin, select that you play violin. Don't pick like oboe because that's the band book and it'll be complicated. You don't know how to play oboe. Sound like a plan? Keep practicing. Go ahead and snap those pictures or send in your proof of practice record, and we'll see you next time.